Do you tend to overthink the whole sales process? Well, then this video is for you because I have been in sales all my life and I can tell you, it doesn't matter what you sell, I see people sell over and over and over again that they overthink things, overcomplicate things, over be concerned about how somebody's going to take it or do anything. So I'm going to give you some tips, right? Because I've been in sales my entire life. I've sold over 65 mil in B2B sales. And I will tell you this, that you can get stuck in the overthinking process and almost paralyze yourself to not moving forward in your business. And so it's really, really important for you to think about a few things before you even sell, right? Now, I want you to remember that it really doesn't matter what the outcome is going to be. Because the problem with overthinking is people are always thinking, well, what if they say no? What if they reject me? What if it's like, what if I offend them? And you can't think about that because what if it's the other way around? What if you bless them? What if you're like this is something that's a dream for them that came to them? What is if it's something that they've always been wanting to have, but never thought it was possible, right? So your thinking has to be shifted from the what ifs, it could be all this bad stuff, to what if it could be all this great stuff for somebody. So I want you to start thinking about those things. And when you start to have conversations with people, first, really, really think about the people that you're talking to. Now, if there are people that you are talking to that are always negative about everything you do, well, that's probably not the person that you want to talk to. But if it's somebody that you've never talked to and you don't talk to them because maybe it's their title that scares you, or maybe it's somebody that you're like, oh, this person would never want to XYZ, or I don't want to bother this person. You know, there's different tactics that you can take to different people. But if you really want to get to people, you just have to not be concerned about the outcome. Because even if you got a negative outcome on something that you were selling, it may not even be you. It may not even be what you were talking about that day. It may not even be anything. And if you followed up with them another time, they could have just had a bad day. They could have just had something happen in their family. They could have just had something happen with people that they work with, and they were just really frustrated. And you took it as a rejection, right? Or I can never talk to that person again. I will tell you this, that the follow-up is so very important, because a lot of times, even if you think somebody didn't answer me, well, maybe they didn't answer you because when they looked at your message, like if you text message them or if you email them or whatever, people are busy, right? But what do we do when somebody doesn't answer us? We go, oh, they don't want to talk to us, or I'll go on. But what if you took the time to follow up with that person a week later? I know you're really busy. Did you have a chance to check out what I sent you? They don't answer you. Send them another message another week later, right? You want to be able to follow up with people at least 3 or 4 times, but you're not annoying. You're just following up with people. That's the right thing to do. And you'll be surprised at how many times people go, oh, I'm so glad you were so persistent and followed up with me because I really did want to take a look at that, but I just didn't have time, right? But we tell ourselves that they didn't answer us or they didn't respond to us because they don't like us, or we're bothering them, or we're upsetting them, or whatever you make up in your head. So I want to encourage you today, if you've got to stop the stinking thinking and you have got to march forward with just talking to as many people as you can and not worrying about what the outcome is going to be. And once you do talk to that person and you haven't heard from them, that's not the end all and be all. Remember, people are busy. People will look at a text and then they can't respond because whatever their situation is. Maybe they're in the middle of a meeting, or they see it on their phone or their messenger or something like that. They can't answer you right away. So don't let it stop you. Don't let it paralyze you. Let it propel you to follow up and to keep following up with people until you get a no, thank you, right? Sometimes people will never say no, thank you. But after 5, 7 times you followed up with somebody, all right, maybe you come back in a month from now. Say, it's been a month. I haven't heard from you. I wanted to follow up with you one more time. So you want to keep doing that until somebody gives you a response. And then if they say, I'm not interested, no, thank you, I've gone with somebody else, I like this product, I don't like your product, or whatever it is, then that's a different story. But you will be surprised at that follow-up. They always say the fortune's in the follow-up, but it truly is, because you're not worrying about the outcome. You're just constantly like following up with people and just saying, I'm following up with you, and don't worry about it. And, those people that don't answer you, if you're one of those people, you might want to change your thought process about that too. Because if somebody does send you a message, emails you, and you just blow them off and don't answer them, well, shame on you, right? You be the person too to go ahead and say, I'm not interested. I've moved on. I've done whatever. Thank you for thinking of me. I do it all the time. And that's common courtesy, right? So think about those things. Don't be overthinking things. Go out there and make your sales happen and go crush your sales. Follow and share for more and grab my free guide. See you all later.